Now we have a fantastic afternoon ahead of us after what, for me, the morning was brilliant and it over-delivered even on my best expectations. And the first session this afternoon should be a really interesting one. And the person who's going to come up here and introduce our speaker is not only a great social entrepreneur and activist, but he's doing some phenomenal things in the world. He's actually a diplomat for St. Kitts and part of focusing on their whole sustainable development. He's created an organization called We Forest, which has the goal by 2020 to have reforested 20 million square kilometers of forest around the planet. But from my perspective, probably the most important thing about Bill Liao is that he was the first ever person to get involved and to sponsor delegates at One Young World. So he was the first person to believe in One Young World. He was the first person to come on board and sponsor delegates. So a very big round of applause for Bill Liao.
Thank you very much.
Over to you, sir.
Hello, everyone. You're well trained. So I have a very short few things to say. Firstly, when I was asked to sponsor One Young World, I immediately said yes. And the reason I immediately said yes was because I have dedicated my life to a world that works for everyone. And that would happen to include you young people. Now, it seemed to me that empowerment is the most important thing for us as a species, and that one of the most empowering things that you can get as a young person is stature. Being recognised by your people in your community who already have stature to give you stature. I thought that was a fantastic thing. So I said, yes, I'll sponsor. Now, my NGO, We Forest, is a token from me to the world. It is about reforesting the world so that by 2020 global warming can end. Because you see, I'm guilty. On my watch, in the years that I have lived, half of the world's rainforests have been chopped down, and we've made a really big mess of the planet. And I don't think it should be up to you guys to fix that. So I stand that by 2020 we have that problem solved. And that makes me crazy, but it also makes me passionate about everything that you're doing. Now, I'm actually here speaking to make another introduction. I'm actually going to introduce the next speaker. That's my primary purpose. And when they told me who I was introducing, I felt a little strange because I didn't understand what the fit was. You see, the next speaker is from OPEC. That's what I was told. Now, seeing as I run an environmental sustainability charity, I thought, it's a bit like being a Mac user and being asked to introduce Bill. What's this about? But then I did a little research and I found out that I'd never known this. There is a thing called OFID. Who here has heard of OFID? 1, 2, 3, 4. So not enough of you have heard of this. These guys are amazing. They have created a thing, what they call it the brighter side of the coin. Little dig there, I think, at their own situation. And they operate in 122 countries, and they have fast response money. Like, for instance, there's a delegate from Haiti here. These guys sponsored the delegate for Haiti, but not only that, they put $500,000 straight into the Haiti Relief Fund instantaneously, and they gave it through another organisation. I was actually impressed by that. And I thought, wow, okay, so there's actually some good coming out of this. And it then fell on me to actually meet the person I was to introduce. And his name is Mauro Hoya. I hope I got that right. And I want you to understand something about this guy who's coming up. He had a 25-year career in the energy business. Now, I don't know if any of you have worked in the energy business, but working for them is good. And he took that 25-year career and a future career track, and he said one day, no, I want to do something that's powerful for the world. And he's taken on running OFID. And I think that's impressive, because he didn't have to do that. So here's another guy I'm introducing who's also on the same watch as me, looking out to do something actually good for the planet. Because it is on my watch that we screwed it up. So it better be on my watch that we fix it. So without further ado, please welcome Mauro Hoya.
Thank you very much, Bill. Okay. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, young people of the world. Let me begin by thanking the founders and organizers of this very unique initiative. I would also like to thank Bill for his very kind words. I bring you greetings from OFID, the OPED Fund for International Development in Vienna, Austria, and from Mr. Suleiman Al-Herbich, our Director General. It gives me great pleasure to stand before you this afternoon to listen and deliberate further with you on critical issues of today and tomorrow, touching on the environment, politics, business, healthcare, religion, and much more. It is not often that the youth of the world gather to exchange views on these very important matters. At OFID, we welcome this opportunity and initiative, and we look beyond this inaugural summit to the years ahead, when we hope there will be follow-ups. We welcome more especially the drawing together of people from more than 100 nations of the world, all cultures and languages, groups and social backgrounds, to meet with one another and voice concern that touch all of us. At OFID, we are convinced that you constitute the hope and the leadership of the future. As parents and an older generation, we are responsible for providing you with the support, the education, and the related tools you need to survive today and move our world forward tomorrow. This event promises to offer all of you a platform to start to deal with the problems in the future. Indeed, at OFID, we believe in the power of ideas. We are convinced that you, young delegates, have the ability, the ethical values, the commitment, and the courage for change. And you are full of ideas on how to effect change and make our world a better place. You certainly are in good hands at this summit, with the like of His Excellency Mr. Kofi Annan, the Venerable Archbishop Reverend Desmond Tutu, Professor Mohammed Yunus, the humanist Sir Bob Geldof, among many others. These are accomplished individuals with knowledge and wisdom leading some of your sessions. We hope you learn from them. Not only that, but be inspired by the examples they have set. OFID, as some of you may be aware, is a development finance institution set up roughly 35 years ago by member states of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, to deliver multilateral assistance to the poorer, less developed states of the world in pursuit of social and economic advancement. OFID has been around since 1976, working with many countries, 122 countries as today, to build roads of hope and trust. OFID is seen in almost all sectors, social and economic activities, with all of our partner countries expressing appreciation for our efforts. OFID has consistently encouraged young people to develop individual talents and has supported the young through its annual scholarship program, which is, as today has provided postgraduate education in the field for development. It is, in fact, in this spirit that we are sponsoring the attendance of delegates to this summit. We are doing this gladly, convinced that the outcomes will be something we will be all proud of. Dear young people, we would like to wish you again all the best through the remainder of this summit. We encourage you to work hard to attain the goals of the summit and whatever other goals you are pursuing in your life. We remind you that this is only the beginning. Let us hope that what you take away from the discussions of today and tomorrow would pave the way for a future better life, higher living standards, and robust health for all of us. Similarly, we are sure that this event will be the beginning of new and strong relationships among you, future leaders of the world, that will certainly contribute to build the planet we all dream of. Let me conclude by sharing with you a statement related to poverty, a matter which is at the heart of OFID's mission. Made here in London exactly 5 years ago, in February 2005, by former President Nelson Mandela. I quote, "Like slavery and apartheid, poverty is not natural. It is man-made, and it can be overcome and eradicated by the actions of human beings. And overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity. It is an act of justice. It is the protection of a fundamental human right, the right to dignity and decent life." End of the quote. Now, it is for you to reflect about it and to act accordingly in the years to come. Thank you very much, and I am pleased to invite you to watch a brief video about our institution. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm 19 years old. My mom is from Austria and my dad is from Chile. I'm a delegate of the OPIC Fund for International Development.
Hey, my name is Hussein Al-Qasim. I'm 24. I'm from Iraq, Baghdad, and now I live in Vienna. I am a sponsored delegate of the OFID.
Hi, my name is Samar. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I'm a delegate sponsored by OPIC Fund for International Development.
My name is Sotero Rodriguez Lopez. I'm from Venezuela and I'm 21 years old. And I'm happy to be sponsored by the OFID, the OPIC Fund for International Development, to be a One Young World delegate.
I think one of the most important themes to be discussed at this summit will be the one about environmental problems, because I see it every day on the news. Tsunamis, flooding lands, killing people, threatening news about hurricanes, diminishing animals.
One of the main issues I'm extremely passionate about is the media and the influence of the media in the world and what we can do to change that. So I'd like to see that involved more in one of the main discussions.
I also think that the summit will bring together people from lots of different countries and cultures, and not only will we be talking about the same things, but we will also come together as one world.
I am excited to meet the delegates of other countries because they are all youth like me. They are ages from 20 or even younger to 24 and 25. I am very excited to meet them and to network with them after the summit about not only the health topic, but also the other topics which concern them and concern me as well, such as religion, such as politics and environment.